In a world where the sky and earth converged, there existed a colossal tree known as Yggdrasil. Its trunk was as broad as an island and its canopy reached the realm of the gods. In its roots, the dragon Nidhogg ceaselessly gnawed, awaiting the opportune moment to topple the eagle that dwelled in the highest branch. Yet, this was a sacred place, where creatures from the world and Olympian deities converged. The hawk Verfilnir, with eyes piercing like destiny, watched every move of the eagle. Meanwhile, the squirrel Ratatosk scurried between roots and canopy, sowing discord and confusion among the world's inhabitants. The energy emanating from Yggdrasil was so potent it could heal the gravest wounds or bring about the end of the world. It was a place where legends were born and epic tales unfolded. In the heart of the World Tree, the Aesir and Vanir gods convened to discuss peace between their respective realms. The tension was palpable like an imminent storm. Freya, goddess of beauty, sensed the air thick with distrust. Odin, father of the gods, gazed around with wise and prudent eyes. Meanwhile, Loki, enigmatic trickster god, observed the situation with keen interest and cunning. It was then that he conceived a plan that would alter the course of history. A plan that would begin to take shape in the darkness of Niflheim. In the heart of Asgard, Loki, god of mischief and cunning, found himself in a precarious situation. His plans to stir trouble among the other gods had been uncovered by Thor, his half-brother, who viewed him as a traitor. To prove his skill and vengeance, Loki forged a plan that would alter the fate of Asgard. Watching from the Rainbow's Ark, Loki observed the gods gathering to discuss the impending arrival of Ragnarok. The god of mischief knew the end of the world was inevitable, but he was equally certain he could find a way to capitalize on the situation and boost his own power. Thus, Loki began sowing discord among the gods, pretending to be a spokesperson for the Vanir and promising to help them claim the throne of Asgard. As Loki's plan unfolded, Thor realized something was amiss and decided to investigate. However, Loki had set a trap for his half-brother, and soon discovered it was too late to alter the course of events. The Ragnarok, the end of the world. Fate was sealed. The debate among the gods had turned into a street fight. Loki, the trickster, had concocted a plan to destroy the world and restore his brothers, the giants. The plan was simple: deceive the gods and make them believe the giants were their allies. Meanwhile, Loki would hide in his stronghold in Niflheim, waiting for the perfect opportunity to carry out his vengeance. But the gods weren't fools. Verfilnir, the hawk that watched over the unknown eagle, warned the gods of the impending betrayal. However, Loki had prepared a trap for them. He fabricated the news and deceived the gods into thinking the giants were their friends. The gods, confident in the loyalty of the giants, joined forces with them to face the dragon Nidhogg. But Loki had one final surprise up his sleeve. As the gods and giants clashed in battle, Loki emerged from hiding and began inciting the giants against the gods. The giants, unaware they'd been deceived, joined forces with Loki to attack the gods. Ragnarok had begun. Creatures of the world disappeared, stars went dark, and the sun was eclipsed. The earth convulsed and people died in massive numbers. It was the end of the world as the gods and mortals knew it. Fate was sealed. Destruction was inevitable. The consequence of deception. Following Loki's masterful plan to unleash the Ragnarok, the gods and creatures of the Norse world found themselves plunged into a great battle. The sky grew dark, the earth trembled, and the tempestuous sea roared with fury. The fire giants of Muspelheim advanced on Asgard, while the elves of light from Alfheim fought valiantly to defend their home. The Ratatosk squirrel scurried across the world's disk, sowing discord and confusion among the combatants. The dragon Nidhogg, dwelling in Yggdrasil's roots, was roused by the strife and now roared with fury, devouring the tree's roots and hastening the end of the world. Meanwhile, the squirrel convinced Hela, Loki's daughter, to join the battle in Helheim, where many dead had gathered to unite against the gods. The outcome was a great slaughter and total devastation of the Norse world. The earth lay covered in corpses, and life came to an end across the world's disk. It was then that Heimdall, Asgard's sentinel, realized the Ragnarok had begun and his time had come to an end.